You've often heard the quote that life is like a box of chocolates. But through my workings on climate solutions, I have come to understand a more fundamental framework. While life presents us with the chocolates, we are the architects of our own mental frameworks. Good morning. I'm Yolanda, an environmental enthusiast who aim to empower the next generation of global climate youth leaders. As we present here at the auditorium together, let us think about this question. Are you brave enough to challenge the very thought of our conceptual boxes? The chocolates inside the box are the problems that life hands us. The melting glaciers, the endangered reefs. But what about the box? We build it out of everything we are sure we know. We construct these conceptual boxes with our certainties, our value models, and our trusted ideas. I wanted to organize my box neatly and thought, there, I'm finally ready. But then came 3 intellectual journeys that changed everything. From Oxford to Belgium to the laboratories of MIT, presented me with 3 insights so compelling, they did more than just filling up the empty spaces. They exposed the constraints of my existing box and challenged me to reconceive its structure. This year's theme, Thinking Again, stimulates us to engage in a more profound and courageous idea, asking us to examine not just the solutions inside the box, but the very shape of the box itself. My journey began not in a lab, but with a sparkle from fellow students. Following COP28 to COP29, delegates from NACES brought back a powerful eco-concept, that making the world greener starts with our own communities. This inspired us to form our own student-led eco-committee at our own campus, where we launched projects like the Old School Uniform Recycling Project, and crucially, the Black Soldier Fly Larvae Project, where we used this specific insect to turn our cafeteria's kitchen waste into aquaponics feed. In the Oxford Side Business School Climate Change Competition, our team tackled a critical pressure point in the global food system: the unsustainable cost and the environmental impact of the conventional aquaculture. The data was clear. Feeds makes up nearly half the production cost, and our oceans are being depleted to produce it. Our solution was elegant and transformative. We pioneered the use of black soldier fly larvae as a superior, high-performance alternative that delivers double bottom-line benefits, driving economic efficiency through faster growth and ensuring environmental sustainability through improved water quality and waste valorization. We championed the Oxford Side Business School Climate Change Competition, and the first chocolate I received was this. Real change is about how big or flashy an idea is. It is about how transformative and accessible the solution can be. My second chocolate came in Belgium, at a Digital with Purpose 2025 summit about how to use technology to make cities greener. Everyone was extremely excited about how I could help, like optimizing traffic system to reduce pollution or managing the resources used in buildings. But then, Dr. De Boot from the European Commission asked a tough question. How do we know that these green digital solutions are actually green? Here's what is complicated. Through the UN Development Program, like building all the fundamental resources that we have, we are using the resources that the buildings are having. Therefore, this could cause us to lose all the impact and cause us to have no clean rules and also the clear measuring sticks and the resource that make this fundamental truth sound true. And that was my second chocolate. The realization that the final, most powerful ingredient of a change is not a technology, but a system. My third chocolate came in MIT. In the MIT Climate United Nations, our focus was on a level far bigger than any single innovation. Our conversation shifted from technology to innovation, and from what we can do to what we must do. At the Clean Tech Policy Panel, the focus was on a level far bigger than any single innovation: global policy and finance. The proposition was clear. Through the UN Development Program, we know that the developed nations could fund subsidies that make renewable energy the default. And that was my third chocolate. The realization that the final, most powerful ingredient for change is not the technology, but a system. And there they are. 3 chocolates, 3 continents, and 1 expanding mind. The first, from Oxford, taught me that climate innovation without integrity is just intentions. The second, from Belgium, taught me that when we have the climate healing, we have to have roofs, not lines, that we must build systems that regenerate, not just manage. And the third, from MIT, taught me that the ultimate climate innovation is not just about a new technology. It is a new system that we have to build. Together, these 3 solutions formed and rechanged my thinking and understanding about climate innovation. They transformed my mind to a separate solution to a living system, one that heals, verifies, and scales. And that is the climate-critical essence of thinking again. It is not just about new ideas. It is about rebuilding our mental infrastructures. From compartmentalizing certainty to interconnected curiosity. Because the fight against climate change will not be won only by technology, but with transformed thinking. Therefore, when you leave the auditorium today, I don't want you to just think about climate. I want you to audit your own mental infrastructures. Ask yourself 2 questions. The first, what kind of certainty are you cleaning up to that is actually a limitation and a ceiling of your current progress? And second, are you brave enough to let a new idea to not just inform you, but to fundamentally change on who you are? And that is the essence of thinking again. We don't just think again. We have to build again. We have the tools, we have the chocolates, and now we just need the courage to redesign the box. Think again, build again, heal the future now and then. Thank you.